Oh, what's better than garlic and sugar, really?
All right, guys, we are making another requested recipe. Today, I'm going to show you how to make genuine Halifax style donairs. Hey guys, I'm Candace the Edgy Veg. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, hi, bonjour. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on new vegan recipes every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. So you have requested this recipe a lot, which is perfect because I've been dying to make it. So today I'm going to show you how to make a donair. There's a couple different ways to make a donair. I know Germany, specifically Berlin, has their own version of it. The original Halifax style donair was created by a Greek restaurateur, and it is a little bit different. So what it is essentially is almost like a meatloaf that is then really thinly sliced, put into a pita with some onions, tomatoes, and then the whole pièce de résistance is the sweet garlic sauce. So it's pretty much just like a really sweet, really garlicky sauce. It's delicious. I had to go to some lengths to make this for you because the original recipe does call for evaporated milk. So I made evaporated soy milk from scratch. You're welcome. And let's just get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is make the sauce because it does have to sit in the fridge for a little bit. What I have here is some evaporated soy milk. So what I did to make that is just I took about 4.5 cups of soy milk and just reduced it on the stove, whisking occasionally and just skimming off the soy milk skin off the top until it is reduced and thick. It's the exact same way that you would make a normal like dairy evaporated milk from scratch. So my 4.5 cups I reduced down to 1 cup. So I'm going to add that to a bowl. And see how thick that is? So it does have a bit of a nuttier flavor than traditional milk because it is soy milk, and it also is a little bit grayer because again, it's soy milk and not dairy milk. To that, I am going to add in 2/3 cups of sugar. So this is a combination of cane sugar and granulated white sugar, which is mainly just because that's what I had. So you can use either cane sugar or white sugar. It's really up to you. So you're gonna mix that together. And then here I have some garlic powder. Now, depending on how garlicky you want it, you can use anywhere between 1/2 teaspoon and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So you're just going to want to mix that, make sure it is well incorporated. So what I'm doing is kind of adapting from a couple different recipes, but specifically Matty Matheson's recipe. And most of the recipes I found used garlic powder. I just don't find that it is strong enough. I've added 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. It's definitely not strong enough. So I'm going in with some raw garlic. I think because of all the sugar, it's just kind of ruining the garlic flavor. Not ruining it, but it's overwhelming the garlic flavor a little bit. So I'm gonna start with 1 garlic clove, give it a taste and see if I want to add more. Oh, okay. Just add that in there. Garlic, like raw garlic, just tends to be more pungent, obviously. So I feel like if that sits, it'll be perfect. What I'm going to do now is very slowly add in some vinegar. So the key here is not to overmix it, and you just kind of want to drizzle in a little bit at a time. And given what I know about science and cooking, what this is going to do is curdle the evaporated milk a little bit and thicken up the sauce. See how it's getting thicker? Add a little bit more. All right, so I don't want to overmix it, so I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to set this in the fridge for about 15 to 30 minutes. So while we have the sauce in the fridge, now I'm going to talk about the meat that we're going to use a little bit, the meat. So I like seitan for this. It's nice and hearty, it's high in protein. You can get a really nice flavor out of seitan. I've decided to use the Gusta kebab shawarma, and that is just a regular seitan loaf, just in like a shawarma kebab flavor. So it has more of like a Middle Eastern spice to it, which is exactly what you want for a donair. So obviously you can make your own seitan at home if you don't have access to this, but this is something that Gusta just came out with and I was really excited to try it out. If you want a recipe to do my seitan, I'll leave it in the description box down below. You will have to adjust for more Middle Eastern spices, however. So what I've done is just gone ahead and thinly sliced the entire loaf, and to heat heat it up, I'm just going to heat it up in a pan with a little bit of vegetable broth. I'm just putting it in the broth to heat up. Because seitan is already cooked, you don't really have to cook it, you just have to heat it. The thinner the slices are, the better. And obviously, if you don't have access to a Gousta product like this that is shawarma flavored, you can always make a vegetarian vegan meatloaf and slice that. So I find that doing this with broth just helps prevent the seitan from drying out. I find that if you put it in the microwave or even just a pan with oil, you're just getting all these crispy bits, and that's not really what you want. I'm just going to let the excess drip back into the pan and remove the seitan slices. Now I'm going to assemble my donair. So I just have, you want to steam your pita. You can use either like a vegan naan, so just read your ingredients, make sure there's no egg in it, or you can use one of these Greek style pitas. It's really up to you. But what I like to do is just boil some water in a pot, add a wire cooling rack on top, and then just steam your pita. So you just want it to be soft and fluffy so that you can bend it without it breaking. All right, so what I like to do if I'm serving it, I'm like making a bunch and serving them for other people, is use some parchment paper and just kind of lay it on top. And then we are going to put down our seitan. We're going to top it with some onion, tomato, and then our sauce. Obviously, to secure it, you don't have to use parchment. You can use toothpicks or just, I don't know, hold it. All right, so we've got some slices there. Then you want to add some onions. I will say, just face the fact that you are going to have stinky breath after eating this, because that garlic sauce is potent and you've got raw onions. So if you plan on kissing someone or taking someone on a first date, this might not be the recipe for you. All right, now let's get that garlic sauce. I wonder if they came up with the idea to add a bunch of sugar and a bunch of garlic to thick milk and be like, yeah. So I've definitely seen a couple variations of this online. Like some people add parsley, some people add cheese, but this is the most authentic, original version of it. But again, food is really just, like, recipes are just a guideline. You can definitely tailor any recipe to your taste. I'm not gonna tell you how to eat the food that you like. We are finished. There we have a Halifax style donair. Now this is a messy thing to eat. So I'm breaking rule number 1, which is wearing white. I'm an avid eater. You know, I eat professionally. It's gonna be not messy. All right guys, there you have a Halifax style donair. Go ahead, fill your boots. That's what I'm told that they say over there. This is so delicious. It's like the perfect drunk food. Like if you prep all these things in advance and then you like drink too much tequila or beer and then come home, you can scoff it down in a real delicious manner. This is so good. The shawarma seitan from Gousta is unreal. It's so juicy. The sauce is delicious. I'm gonna have the worst breath after. I'm so excited. Molly, you want a shawarma?
It's so East Coast. It's so like garlicky and carby.
Oniony. So it's approved because you asked for this recipe.
Yes. I think my East Coast family would approve. Fill your boots.
Fill your boots. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this recipe, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to check out my Bali trip, which is linked in the description box below, along with the full recipe for this guide. Leave your recommendations or requests in the comments section. I'll see you next time. Bye.